Do you agree that viruses could potentially change host cells in such a way that those host cells could become cancerous cells?
Yes.
You know what we call those viruses? We call them oncoviruses. Does that word make sense? Oncologist, oncology, oncoviruses, right? Makes sense. Also, too, you know that there are two types of viruses. There are viruses that are what's called animal viruses, viruses that can attack our membranes, viruses that can go into the cell, right? And then there are bacteriophages. Remember what those look like? Spaceships. They land on the surface of the cell, drill a hole inside, right? I will be asking you questions about those too. And when it comes to those bacteriophages, I will be asking you questions on the lysogeny phase and the lytic phase. So some of the stuff, if you say, screw it, I'm not going to learn some of this other stuff, that's what knocks you right down into C and D territory very quickly in this class. So there are 100 questions on the next exam. Let's talk about some famous viruses here. So this one right here, we've got a series of viruses that cause influenza. And these are the HN viruses. And sometimes you've seen them as H5N1, H1N1, H4N1, H3N1. You hear newscasters and people in the mainstream media use these terms all the time, but if you were to ever pull them aside off camera and say, do you know what H and N stands for? They go, not really. They're just reading the teleprompter. And so in a microbiology class, you're not allowed to behave that way. You're going to have to know what the letter